Dogs bark. It's one of the ways they communicate. But when the barking becomes excessive, it can disrupt your household, strain relationships with neighbors, and even stress out your dog. The good news is, with patience, understanding, and the right training techniques, you can teach your dog to bark less and live more peacefully. Let's explore the reasons behind excessive barking, the impact it can have, and most importantly, how you can help your dog learn to be quiet when it matters most. First, it's important to understand why dogs bark. Barking is natural. It's how dogs express excitement, fear, boredom, alertness, or a need for attention. Some breeds are naturally more vocal than others, while some dogs develop barking habits due to their environment or experiences. Before you can train your dog to stop barking excessively, you need to identify the underlying cause. Is your dog barking at every passerby through the window? Do they bark when left alone? Or do they bark to get your attention, or because they're bored? Each scenario requires a slightly different approach. Let's start with alert barking. The kind that happens when your dog sees someone walking past your house or hears a noise outside. This type of barking is rooted in your dog's instinct to protect their territory and alert you to potential intruders. While it's useful for your dog to let you know when something unusual is happening, constant barking at every minor disturbance can quickly become a nuisance. To address alert barking, start by minimizing your dog's exposure to the triggers. If your dog spends hours looking out the window and barking at people or animals, consider blocking their view with curtains or frosted window film. You can also create a quiet, cozy space away from the front of the house where your dog can relax without being on constant alert. When your dog does bark, acknowledge their alert with a calm "thank you" or quiet, then encourage them to move away from the trigger. Consistently rewarding your dog for quiet behavior, using treats, praise, or affection, helps reinforce the idea that being calm is more rewarding than barking. Another common reason for excessive barking is boredom or pent-up energy. Dogs are intelligent, active animals who need mental and physical stimulation. If your dog is left alone for long periods without anything to do, barking can become their way of passing the time or expressing frustration. To prevent boredom barking, make sure your dog gets plenty of exercise every day. Long walks, play sessions, and opportunities to run or explore can help tire your dog out and reduce the urge to bark. Mental stimulation is just as important as physical exercise. Puzzle toys, treat dispensing balls, and training sessions that challenge your dog's mind can keep them occupied and less likely to bark out of boredom. If you're away from home during the day, consider hiring a dog walker, enrolling your dog in daycare, or arranging for a friend or neighbor to stop by and provide some company and playtime. Separation. Anxiety is another major cause of excessive barking. Dogs with separation anxiety become distressed when left alone and may bark, howl, or engage in destructive behavior. Addressing separation anxiety often requires a gradual desensitization process, where you teach your dog that being alone is safe and nothing to fear. Start by leaving your dog alone for short periods, gradually increasing the time as your dog becomes more comfortable. Make departures and arrivals low-key to avoid creating anxiety around these events. Providing a special toy or treat that your dog only gets when you're away can help create positive associations with your absence. If your dog barks to get your attention, whether it's for food, play, or affection, it's crucial not to reward the barking. Even scolding your dog can reinforce the behavior, as your dog learns that barking gets a reaction from you. Instead, wait for a moment of quiet before giving your dog what they want. For example, if your dog barks for dinner, wait until they are quiet before filling their bowl. If they bark for play, ignore the barking and only engage with them when they're calm. Consistency is key. Over time, your dog will learn that quiet behavior is what gets your attention. Some dogs bark in response to other dogs or noises they hear outside. In these cases, socialization and desensitization can be helpful. Gradually expose your dog to the sounds or sights that trigger barking, starting at a distance or volume that doesn't provoke a reaction. Reward calm behavior and slowly increase exposure as your dog becomes more comfortable. If your dog barks at other dogs during walks, work on redirecting their attention to you with treats or a favorite toy. Practice obedience commands like sit or watch me to help your dog focus on you rather than the trigger. Teaching your dog the quiet command is a valuable tool for managing barking. Start by teaching your dog to bark on command. Say speak and reward them when they bark. Once your dog reliably barks on cue, introduce the quiet command. When your dog is barking, say quiet in a calm, firm voice. As soon as your dog stops barking, even for a second, reward them with a treat and praise. Practice this sequence regularly, gradually increasing the length of time your dog must be quiet before earning a reward. With patience, your dog will learn that quiet means it's time to stop barking. It's important to remain calm and patient throughout the training process. Yelling at your dog to stop barking can actually make the problem worse, as your dog may interpret your raised voice as joining in the excitement. Instead, use a calm, even tone and focus on rewarding the behavior you want to see. For some dogs, especially those with deeply ingrained barking habits or anxiety issues, progress may be slow. Don't get discouraged. Change takes time. If you're struggling to make progress, consider working with a professional dog trainer or behaviorist who can provide personalized guidance and support. In addition to training, there are some management strategies you can use to reduce barking in the short term. White noise machines or calming music can help mask outside sounds that trigger barking. Providing your dog with a comfortable crate or safe space can help them feel more secure and less likely to bark. For dogs who bark at visitors, teaching them to go to a designated spot, such as a mat or bed, when the doorbell rings can help redirect their energy and attention. It's also worth considering your dog's overall well-being. Health issues, pain, or discomfort can sometimes contribute to excessive barking. If your dog's barking suddenly increases or is accompanied by other changes in behavior, consult your veterinarian to rule out any medical causes. Remember, barking is a form of communication. While it's important to reduce excessive barking, it's equally important to respect your dog's need to express themselves. The goal is not to silence your dog completely, but to help them learn when it's appropriate to bark and when it's time to be quiet. Consistency is the foundation of successful training. Make sure everyone in your household is on the same page and responds to barking in the same way. Mixed messages can confuse your dog and make training less effective. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Every moment of quiet is a step in the right direction. With time, patience, and positive reinforcement, you'll help your dog develop better habits and enjoy a more peaceful home. Let's recap the key steps to ending excessive barking. 1. Identify the cause of the barking. Is it alert barking, boredom, separation anxiety, attention seeking, or a response to other dogs or noises? 2. Minimize exposure to triggers where possible. Block views, use white noise, or create a quiet space for your dog. 3. Provide plenty of physical and mental exercise to prevent boredom. 4. Address separation anxiety with gradual desensitization and positive associations with alone time. 5. Ignore attention-seeking barking and reward your dog for being quiet. 6. Use socialization and desensitization techniques for barking triggered by other dogs or noises. 7. Teach the quiet command using positive reinforcement. 8. Remain calm and consistent in your responses to barking. 9. Seek professional help if needed, especially for severe cases. 10. Rule out medical causes for sudden or unexplained barking. Training your dog to stop excessive barking is a journey that requires understanding, patience, and commitment. But the rewards, a happier, calmer dog and a more peaceful home, are well worth the effort. Remember, your dog isn't barking to annoy you. They're simply trying to communicate. By teaching them when it's appropriate to bark and rewarding quiet behavior, you can strengthen your bond and help your dog become a well-mannered member of the family. In the end, the key to ending excessive barking is empathy. Put yourself in your dog's paws and consider what they might be feeling or needing. Are they anxious, bored, or trying to protect you? Are they in need of more exercise, stimulation, or reassurance? By addressing the root cause and providing your dog with the tools and support they need, you'll not only reduce unwanted barking, but also build a relationship based on trust and understanding. So, the next time your dog starts barking, take a deep breath. Remember that change won't happen overnight, but with each quiet moment, you're making progress. Stay patient, stay positive, and celebrate every success along the way. Your dog is counting on you to lead the way, and with your guidance, they can learn to stop the noise and embrace a calmer, quieter life.